Almost 8 o'clock in the morning, sometime after the close of our last episode. About 10 minutes ago, the man we know as Marcel Blanc herded Kitty DeCarlo, May Grant, and Dory into a taxicab, gave an address, and the cab pulled away from the Hotel Miramar and was soon lost in the growing traffic. But if Marcel and party have left the Miramar, they haven't been forgotten. As right now, inside the manager's office, we hear...
Henry, what's taking here so long? Well, where is Tom? Can't she take care of the desk while you bring in those records? Isn't it 8 o'clock yet? Well, come in as soon as you can. I don't want to move around for a little while, Henry, or I'd come out there. No, I'm not feeling right. But thanks, but I've taken a pill. I'll be all right in a minute or two. Henry, will you ring the fourth floor linen room? Thanks. Pearl, did you clean up 417 yet? Well, get to it. I don't care what 402 wants. You let her wait. Clean up 417, and don't forget what I said about bringing me everything you find. Everything. All right.
Mr. Morrison?
What?
Sorry, I didn't mean to start you.
That's all right, Henry. That's all right. I'm a little jumpy. It's my fault. They're being jumpy. But, when you don't feel well...
I understand, Mr. Morrison.
Yeah. And when on top of that you get exciting news.
News?
Just put the registration card file down, Henry. On my desk.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I think I've located Mrs. Morrison, Henry.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I hope I'll be able to speak to her sometime today.
After all these years.
Yeah. After all these years. Oh, here we are.
Huh?
The registration card for 417, 418. I'm going to tear them up, Henry. Yeah. The man who engaged those rooms is the person who helped me locate Mrs. Morrison.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Least I can do is give him free room rent for a night. And... Henry,
Yes, sir.
He's doing me a great favor.
I know.
Will you help me do one?
Well, of course, Mr. Morrison.
Well, then, if anyone should come asking for him, or anyone in his party, either the two women or the little girl,
Yes, sir.
I'd take it as a personal favor if you never heard of him.
Oh.
He's dodging a process there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And he's doing me a big favor. Of course, they may not trace him here, but...
Well, I'll be glad to help, Mr. Morrison. For your sake. Shall I take the registration card file back to the desk now?
Yeah, please.
A few moments later, just in front of the Hotel Miramar, we hear...
I can help you, Della.
Yes, please.
Want to drive it? Well, this is it, Della. Now, if our luck holds...
I think it will. I feel it will. Well, I don't see clothes.
Now, heavy head.
Well, aren't we going to go for it?
I should say not. If May and Dory are here, well, let's get inside and ask some questions.
If May and Dory are in this hotel, you don't expect me to tell you.
No, not right away.
Well, I remember this is one of the hotels that reported no party of four, including a little girl.
Registering after midnight.
Well, that's when whoever has May and Dory must have registered.
I know.
Yes, sir.
My name is Mason. Terry Mason.
Terry Mason. Do we have reservations for you, Mr. Mason?
No, but I would like some information.
Yes, sir.
Concerning a party of four registered here last night, sometime between 2 and 3 in the morning.
I don't believe there was any such party registered here, sir.
3 adults and a little girl.
I'm sure no such party registered at this hotel. What was the name?
I don't think the names would mean anything.
Well, if you would check your records as well, I know that you have the registry box right before you.
Well, yes, sir, but...
Of course, if there's a reason why you don't want to.
Well, no reason at all, Mr. Mason. I simply happen to know that... Well, here. Here are all the registrations since midnight. Now, here's Mr. Simpkins, Detroit, 5 to 3 in the morning. And that's all. Just one between 2 and 3. You must have the wrong hotel, Mr. Mason.
I have the right hotel.
Well, that's impossible.
Aren't all registration cards numbered?
Certainly.
Serially?
Oh, yes. What's the number of Mr. Simpkins' card?
817, Series G.
And the next card?
818.
Let's have a look. What is it?
820.
In other words, 2 cards are missing. Where are they?
I don't know.
Well, then you'd better find out, and fast. This is serious business.
I think you'd better speak to the manager.
That will suit me just fine.
I'll call him at once.
Well, we hit pay dirt, Dillon.
Looks like. Listen, Chief. It appears the manager is buried.
Fine, that's the way we want him. Here comes the clerk again.
This way, please. Mr. Morrison will see you.
Thank you. Mr. Morrison?
Oh, yes. Come in. Mr. Mason, isn't it?
It's right on this street.
The street?
What do you do?
Please forgive me for not rising, but I have a mild heart condition. I'm tired.
Oh, that's quite all right.
We won't keep you long. All we want is some information.
Yeah, I know. Henry told me.
Where can I find those people, please?
I'm sorry, Mr. Mason.
Now, let's not fool around. We know they came to this hotel. A taxi driver brought them. We know 2 registry cards are missing from your file. Maybe you know my name. If you don't, I'm an attorney.
I know about you, Mr. Mason.
Then you also know there are strict laws about tampering with the hotel registry.
Cards can be spoiled.
They should be marked void. Your registry has been tampered with, Mr. Morrison. Now, do you want to talk to me or to the police?
Lay off.
I don't like to bother a sick man, but this is vitally important.
There's no party such as you're looking for in this hotel. Well, if you think there is, get a search warrant. Search the place, but leave me alone.
You're suggesting a search warrant?
Why not? I've nothing to conceal. Except I wouldn't like the owners to know I have a bad heart.
Oh. Morrison.
Huh?
That little girl is in danger. Whoever has control over her is vicious. I think you know that. I think you know a great deal more about him than I do. I think you also know that in covering up for him, you're an accessory before the fact.
I haven't done it.
You're covering up for someone, and it's not going to do anything for you. It's going to ruin you.
Now, look. Just because a couple of registration cards are missing...
That little girl is in danger.
Please, could I have a glass of water?
Yes, please.
Thanks. Now, Gil. Please, Mr.
I'm sorry about your heart, but that little girl is in danger. You can tell us how to find her and help her. She's only 5 years old, Mr. Morrison. I'm sure if you love someone...
I do.
Well, then...
I can't tell you anything. I can't tell you any more than you already know.
That's your final answer?
So help me it is. And it's because I love someone.
We'll go then, Dillon.
All right, Chief.
But let me tell you, Morrison, I'm going after you. I meant what I said about accessory before the fact.
I know you did, Mr. Mason.
I'm sorry for him, Chief.
I'm not.
He'd have helped if he could.
They had his chance. And I meant what I said about going after him. You see Craig anywhere in this lobby?
No, but... Well, I wonder what that chambermaid is doing here.
Hmm?
The woman coming all the way with the sheets over her arm. Who don't often see maids in the hotel lot. Perry! Perry!
Yes, I see it. And I think that cinches it. I think we'll be able to make Mr. Morrison tell us what we want to know after we get hold of that. Miss? Oh, miss, could we speak to you for just a moment? For a moment, it looked as if through hotel manager Morrison, the man we know as Marcel Blanc had fully covered his trail. And now, from the excitement in Perry and Della's voices, it looks as if a hotel room maid may have opened that trail again. Opened it a mile wide. But won't you join us tomorrow?
It's immediately after the close of our last episode, 8:15 in the morning. And as the taxicab in which the man we know as Marcel Blanc pulls to a stop before Chicago's Union Station, Marcel gets out, closely followed by Kitty DiCarlo, May Grant, and Rory. Back in the lobby of the Hotel Miramar, we hear...
Perry.
I see it, Bella. And I think that cinches it. I think we'll be able to make Mr. Morrison tell us what we want to know after we get hold of that. Well, Nurse, could we speak to you for a moment?
Huh? We'd like to talk to you. Oh, well, give me a chance to get my breath. Why, you gave me a shock.
Oh, well, here is a $5 bill.
For what?
Why, to make you feel better.
Oh, well, thanks, mister. I feel fine now. So what can I do for you? We want to know about the doll you're carrying. Oh, this?
Yes, that Mexican straw doll. May I look at it?
Well,
Yes?
I was supposed to take everything I found to the manager.
Oh, everything?
Everything from 417.
Oh, well, you found this doll.
Yes.
Well, all I want to do is look at it, and then you can take it to the manager. Okay?
Okay. You sure that's no more, Junior Chief? Darling, a new green sash. Usually those dolls have wood
That
sashes.
doesn't mean anything, Bella. Green sash couldn't prove that May and Dory were in this hotel. I had a...
What'd you find?
I think you ought to take this to the manager
Oh?
right away. Do you mind if we go with you when you turn this in, miss?
No.
So this doll was in 417.
That's right.
One of the guests left it?
Yeah. Kid. Sweet little girl. She was crying when we took her out. Was she? I guess it's because they made her leave without this doll.
Uh-huh.
You'd be surprised at the things people leave in hotel rooms.
Yes, I bet. The manager's office is this way, isn't it?
You know, we just left him. Then?
Step right in.
Well,
What do you want? Oh. Give it to him, miss. Give me what, Well?
it's straw doll, Mr. Marston.
Uh-huh. Tell him where you found it, Pearl.
417.
417, Mr. Morrison. A straw doll.
The sort of little girl would play with. And love enough to make a green sash for.
A doll belonging to a little girl who stayed in 417 last night, Mr. Morrison.
Can I go, Mr. Morrison?
Of course, Pearl. Well, Mr. Morrison? Doesn't prove anything. No? All right, then how about this? Stuff under the sash, next to the body of the doll. Listen. Mr. Mason, May Grant and Dory are being taken to...
At all?
Yes, that's the end of the message. He obviously was interrupted. Now, you're still going to tell me that May Grant and Dory were not in this hotel last night? Play smart. Tell me how I can find them, Mr. Morrison. My heart. Come on, forget your heart. This little girl is 5 years old. There's nothing I can say. Oh, yes, there is. You can say where they've gone. What does the man with them look like? I can't tell you.
What?
Can't. I don't know where they are. But they were here when my operative called last night. Yeah. And you destroyed the hotel record. Yeah. Okay. Now we understand each other. So talk. I haven't anything to say, Mr. Mason. Look, Morrison, do you realize the spot you're in? Yes. A sick man like you, how long do you think you'd last in prison? I can guess. He's not worth covering, and you know it. Yes, I know that. Well, then. That's the same. I'll cover him. Then let him get away? Then let him get away. He's got you in that tight a lock? If I talk about him, something happens to someone.
Who?
Someone I love very much.
Oh, I see.
Someone who used to be my wife. No. I wouldn't last at all in prison, Mr. Mason. I know that. And I don't blame you for putting on the pressure. And if it weren't for Lily... Your wife? If it weren't for her, I'd give you Frenchie. I'd give him to you in spades. But I can't. I can't. Because he's the key to her, to Lily. Lily ran away with him a couple of years back. Yes? Yeah. After a while, he threw her out like a dog. I've been looking everywhere for her. I know I don't sound like much of a man, but I want her back. I love Lily, and Frenchie knows where she is. And he'll help you as long as you help him.
Yeah.
He hasn't told you?
He won't. Not until after he gets out of Chicago. When he leaves Chicago, he'll send me a message.
Do you trust him?
Trust him? Trust Frenchie? No. No, not any further than I can throw this building. He'd double-cross his own mother if it'd get him anything. But he's my only chance. Lily's sick. She needs me. She never did know how to take care of herself. And now she'd starve to death before she'd come to me. So you see, I've got to find her. I've got to find her. Try to understand how it is with me, Mr. Mason. I'll talk. Sure, I'll talk. As soon as I know who Lillian is. I want to see that guy get what's coming to him.
But it may be too late by the time you hear.
Dory is in danger all the time. Your wife is not.
I can't help that, Mr. Mason. I'm sorry for the kid. I'm sorry for anyone Frenchie gets under his thumb. Now, look, I'm not trying to crawl out. I've done things that... But I've never touched kids. If I could help the little girl and help Willie, too, I think...
Then let's get to it.
Huh?
You tell us what you know about Frenchie, and if we catch him, he'll never know where we got the information.
That's simple, huh?
Yes, will it do? Give us his description, we'll pick him up like that.
He'll never know.
No one will know.
You really deal like that?
Yes?
I wouldn't have to be a witness?
No.
I tell you how he looks, what he's wearing, how to tell him. I stay completely out of it.
That's right. And I can cover you because I've organized the search. I could have found him anyhow. He's running that chance. Well? Deal?
Deal.
Oh, thank goodness.
Where do you want me to start, Mr. Mason?
You know where they've gone.
Why, he told me Union Railroad Station.
No, we're cooking. Get up.
Yes,
Craig should be out in the lobby. Get in, tell him to alert his men, then come in here and get this description.
Right, I will.
Meanwhile, Morrison, you give me everything you know on this man, particularly his description.
All right.
This may be Craig now. Shall I open the door?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Mr. Al Morrison? Is Mr. Al Morrison here?
Well, Morrison, that must be my message, Mr. Mason. My message from Frenchie. Come over here, boy.
Yes, sir. I'm coming. Sign here, please.
Yeah, give me. Yes, sir.
Harry, he'd have fallen if you hadn't caught him.
Have a heart attack. All right, move, Della. I'll carry him over on the car. Look at him now. And speaking of lips, take a look at that message while I loosen this collar.
What? Oh,
Well, read it, Della.
dear Al, I got to thinking, Al, and I'm not sure you'll play square. So I'm not sending you Lily's address. I'll have her contact you if I get away all right, so don't try anything funny, pal. It's typed, Terry, not signed.
No more?
No. Talk about shock.
Yes, we won't have a shock. All right, you better go out and tell the desk clerk, have him get on the phone and send for Morrison's personal physician. If he can't get here at once, have him send another doctor. This is an emergency.
You think
I think if he doesn't get attention soon, that Frenchie won't have to worry about his talking because he won't be able to talk.
Oh,
All right, get moving, Della. I'll make Morrison as comfortable as I can until the doctor gets here.
Well, the treachery, the double dealing of the man who calls himself Marcel Blanc has reached out to seal the mouth of Al Morrison. And it looks as though Al's mouth may be sealed permanently. But more about that tomorrow. So, won't you join us?